welcome to Curupisa Crochet. My name is Sylvia and today I have a video tutorial for you to show you how to make these ornaments that you can see here, the ones that are shaped like circles. And for that we'll use those circles that we made a couple videos ago, and today will be the time to show you how to make this edging and the pine tree that you can see here. You can see there's the pine tree here, there's a cactus here. The cactus is a shape I showed you some time ago, a couple years ago I guess, or even more, I don't recall. I'll link to that video right in this corner, I think. And also I'll link up to the videos where I show you how to make this basic shape of the circle, so you can do the whole series. It's an ornament that you can customize very easily by adding any kind of applique, not only a pine tree or a cactus. You can use other kind of shapes, hearts or ladybugs. I tell you those ones because I showed you already how to make those shapes, but you can add anything you want. Well, you'll need a couple grams of, well, not a couple, but a few grams of 6-ply cotton yarn and an accordingly hook. In this case I used a 3.5mm hook, and so it's the one that worked better for me. And the stitches I've used are single crochet stitch, that adjustable ring that you can see I showed you already also, and chain stitch, and maybe some slip stitch. So you can see it's very beginner friendly and a very customizable project. You might decide to use another kind of another weight of yarn, maybe acrylic or 3-ply cotton yarn, and also a smaller hook. That's up to you. And well, I hope you make a lot of them and enjoy them, because they are very easy to make and they look very, very cute, I think. Well, before we begin working, I invite you to subscribe and hit the notification bell so YouTube notifies you anytime I upload a video tutorial, or maybe a podcast that's not so frequent because my crafting life is not so adventurous, but maybe you might want to hear some gossip about that, my unadventurous crafty life. Well, let's begin. As I was telling you, today we are going to work with the pine tree and the edging for this ornament. The ornament is two-sided, so you can hang it and look at it from both sides. And in this case, well, today I will show you how to make the pine tree, but if you want to make the cactus ornament, right here on this top corner I will leave the link for the video tutorial where I showed you how to make this cactus for key ring, I think, and some earrings and bangle. The only difference is that you will add some beads. Another alternative would be making the basic ornament and adding a heart, for instance, and right here I will link up to another video tutorial where I show you how to make a crochet heart. And here also I will leave the link to a project where I showed you how to make a very basic ladybug, or add just any kind of applique you may want. I will leave all the links right here on the description box. Well, after all this presentation, I invite you to get to working. First of all, go and rescue for each ornament you will need 2 circles. And well, now let's go for the pine tree motif. You begin with a chain of 2 stitches. Right on top of the first chain, do 1 single crochet, then 2 and 3 single crochet stitches. A good idea is to go weaving this yarn tail while you work on the single crochet stitches. Turn, chain 1. On the first stitch, do 1 single crochet. Right there, another single crochet stitch, that's an increase. Go to the next stitch and work 1 single crochet and 1 on the last single crochet stitch. Now that this yarn tail is woven in, I'll cut the rest of it so it doesn't bother me while crocheting. We'll continue turning, and again we'll work on top of the first stitch by doing an increase, that's to say 2 single crochet stitches and 1 on each of the stitches that follow. To make the pine tree grow, I'll repeat the same row until I reach the necessary height. You can see here I've worked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. When you reach this 5th row, you'll end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stitches. So with the brown yarn and skipping the first 2 stitches, you'll begin work on the trunk of a pine tree. So you begin with this first chain that might work as a first single crochet stitch, and then work 2 more stitches. So you'll have 3 stitches on this first row, and the second row will be the same, 3 single crochet stitches, and that will be all for the trunk. Well, that's it for the pine tree. If you leave a long tail, you might use it to attach the applique to the circle of the ornament as I've already done here. And you see I put some beads. I will be adding some more here. The next step will be to attach the circles by working on the edging. To do that, I chose a different color of yarn, put a slip knot on the hook, and to do the seaming and the edging at once, insert the hook in 1 single crochet stitch from the front and 1 on the other circle. So you can hide it. You'll work a first single crochet stitch, then go to the next stitch and work another single crochet. Remember to grab both the front and the back, and a picot on top of this second single crochet stitch, and then repeat this same series. So on the next stitch, 1 single crochet, and on the other one, the next one, a single crochet stitch with a picot on. See, right here I've already worked all around this motif and reached the top where I will work. Well, first I'll finish this picot stitch, and right on top of the pine tree, I'll make the cord so I can hang this ornament. around here, and instead of working a slip stitch, I pull the yarn through the last stitch and then from back to front on top of the first stitch, and then right back into this last stitch, and so you'll get the effect of having no joining stitch. It will be a continuous round. All you have to do is weave in this end and, well, make loads of this kind of ornament. I hope to see you next time, and bye bye.